Hello, everybody. This is Yusuf Chowdhury tuning in once again from San Antonio, Texas. Give me a few seconds here. All right, so there you go. Actually, let me do something. Gotta change the title. Forgot to change the title. See if I can change the title. Should be the subject today should be on Facebook. Advertising 101. But for some reason it's not coming up. Let me go back, adjust the title. La, 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 la. Okay. New glasses? Not really. It's the same glass, man. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, last time when I was in Turkey. Yeah, of course, different. Hey, Melinda, what's going on? Yeah, you just about to ask. Yes. Sorry for the confusion. Let me refresh this and see if the title changes. Okay. For some reason, I didn't make the update on what you call it. I made the update on Restream, but it's not reflecting. But let me update it manually. Edit a post. Okay, let's see right now. How can I update this? Safe. Social distancing. You got toilet paper there, man. Where I come from, we don't use toilet paper. All right. Let's see. All right. So did it change now? Did it change? Douglas, my man, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? How are things in California? Today's topic going to be on Facebook. On Facebook advertising 101. Just give me 1 minute here because for some reason I got the wrong title, but it's supposed to be for. It's like that, yo. Come on, man. We got the best hygiene. Shoot in the dark essay. That's why there's something called bidet in water. Just give me a second. Let me see if this thing been posted. I'm that beginner. Michelle, how you doing? Okay, you refreshed that it changed. Okay, if y'all can refresh to make sure that is it coming up on Periscope? Let's see. Online. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I'm gonna have to update it on Hey Jim, what's going on? Sorry, the title for tonight is incorrect. Supposed to be Facebook Advertising 101. Okay, apologize about that. Not sure how can I update on the Periscope. All right, on YouTube, this is what happens. I mean, I don't want to turn it off and go back. So let's start with the topic. Okay, so subject today, guys. Sorry about the confusion. It's actually Facebook Advertising 101. That is the subject for today. Okay. So if you know anybody that is interested to learn how to use Facebook ad, invite them, tag them, or share this. So we're going to talk about Facebook ads. We're going to talk about some of the rules and some of the improvement that Facebook introduced that you can run ads even from your Facebook business page. All right, cool. So it did update on YouTube. Perfect. Okay, so let's start, shall we? So the first thing I want to talk about is that if you want to access the Facebook advertising manager or platform, so there's several areas you can access from. Okay. The first one you can access by logging into your Facebook personal profile. There's an option called Ad Manager. Okay, so that's number one. And I personally prefer the Ad Manager because it comes with a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of detailed stuff, a lot of extra features that you can have full control on selecting specific things. The second option is you can log in. I mean, you can use Facebook Ad Manager using or from your Facebook business page. The one on the Facebook business page, they are trying to make it super user friendly with GUI, or we call it the graphic interface. But it does not have as much detailed resources like the one on the personal profile Facebook Ad Manager. So we have so you can access from the personal profile the Ad Manager from your Facebook business page. And by the way, you do need to have a Facebook business page in order for you to run most of the ads. Okay. Then the third thing is that you can log in to the Ad Manager from your Facebook app, the typical normal personal profile Facebook app. You can log in from there. You can also log in from your Facebook Like or Business app. You can also log in specifically just from a Facebook mobile ad app. Okay. Hi Yusuf, now Facebook ads going, problem disable automatic when the coronavirus come. Yeah, because with the corona, they actually not all of it. They did disable the front store option. The automatic, I'm not sure they completely disabled it, because the thing with the automatic option, Facebook will pick the best option based on your niche, based on your ad criteria. Okay. I'll say sure I can. All right. So the first thing we're talking about and the first thing we're discussing right now, or we're talking about how to access the ad. So I mentioned like 5 ways to access it, right? From your personal profile called Facebook Ad Manager, from your business page, from your personal Facebook profile app, from your Facebook business page app, and also from your Facebook ad app. Okay, so 5 ways, two from your laptop or desktop, and the other 3 from from your mobile device. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Any questions so far on how to access it? So basically, if anybody has Facebook, by default, you have access to the Ad Manager. The majority of the people, or 75% of the so-called people that run Facebook ad or businesses, typically they use the Boost post. That's the most common one that most people use. Hey Rob, what's going on, my man? So Rob says, how effective is Facebook Live? Super effective. As you can see, Live streaming in general, Rob, is super effective, but with Facebook, because you already have an audience and people do socialize on Facebook, it is highly effective as well. But I do recommend live streaming on most of the live streaming social media sites. Okay. Good question, though. So, the first thing we talked about how to access the Facebook ad, right? So, I'm going to show you right now how to access it from your personal Facebook profile and what are the location also from the business page. Okay, so bear with me here. Ty, thank you for liking the live streaming. Appreciate it, man. Give me a second here. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay, so let's say that's your personal profile, right? That's your personal profile. So once you log into your personal profile, go to home. Hi, Sean. Thank you for liking the video. Appreciate it. All right. So from the news feed, excuse me. Oh, come on. Don't freeze on me. Okay. Y'all can see this? Just making sure. So this is your home news feed. Look at the left hand side. And here you will see the ad manager right here. You see that? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? Once you click on this ad manager, it will take you right here. So from here, you have an option to create the ad. Okay, you can just click the green button. You can also look at some of the options within the ad manager. Ad manager account settings if you want to add somebody else to your ad, audience, the billing settings, business settings. When you scroll down, you have more options right here. Okay, reporting, analytics, tons of stuff that you won't find it just with the regular boost post. One of my favorite options is right here. Hey Michelle, what's going on? The audience insight. This is what you need to do first before you decide to run the ad. You need to utilize the audience insight to find out your audience. To basically research and find out how many of your audience exist on Facebook. Especially if you are a yoga instructor, you might want to come to Audience Insight and run some analysis to find out how many of them in San Antonio, what else do they like, what's their age group, what's their behavior. So there are many factors when it comes to looking at the audience. Okay, so this is typically done from the ad manager. Okay, from your login to your personal profile, going to your news feed, and from there on the left hand side you're going to click ad manager. Now from your business page, if this is your Facebook business page, this is my company business page. There are two ways for you to run the ad. I mean, the one option is, of course, whatever content you put, this post, it says here boost a post. You see that? Or I can go to an old post. See right here, boost a post. So I can click boost a post. Hey Melissa, or I can click promote. So the thing that there's a minor differences between boost a post and also promote. So when I click promote, it will give me these options, right? So these are what we call the ad objective or ad marketing. So what kind of category would you want to run for your Facebook ad? Do you want to run a category or an option to basically take the visitor to your website? Or if you have a post that's kind of becoming a little bit engaging, and if you want more engagement, if you want people or your followers engage more to that post, If you want to boost the post on Instagram, if you want to get more likes for your business page, if you want to send specific messages to your audience's Facebook Messenger, if you have an event and you want to get more people to sign up for the event, right? If you want to send a customer to your actual front store, like a restaurant, gym, attorney's office, right? This is something new. I don't know what the heck is that. Hey Ryan, what's going on? If you want to get more visitors to your website, or if you want to capture name, email addresses, and phone number. Okay. Hey Marcel. So as you can see, these are some of the categories that you are going to select based on your objective, right? If I want to sell, I'm doing good. Thank you for tuning in. So if you do want to, let's say you are selling shoes, so basically you're gonna pick this option so people can land on your e-commerce page where they can buy the product, right? So every category has an option. When you look at the categories within the Facebook business page and go into the ad manager from the Facebook business page, they're trying to make things kind of simple, like user friendly. So if I click this option right here, then it will ask me, for example, what is the page, what is the account level. I'm going to add the pixel, and I'll have several accounts here, okay? So that's how you typically start, okay? Does that make sense? Any questions so far? So you have an option. Hey Yusuf, have you casting? Are you casting on 60-inch TV? No, not yet. Maybe I should, right? So going back to the subject. So we did talk about how to access from where. Okay. From the personal profile to the ad manager, or from your actual business page, and there are several options for that. So now we understand how to access. Now the second thing we need to pay attention to, okay, the second thing we need to pay attention is the categories, because those categories matter, or the ad objective or the marketing objective do matter, right? Because it depends on what you exactly want to do. So this is where the confusion is. When most of the people tell me that I've done Facebook ad is not working, yeah, because you use the boost post, which is a post on your page. You just boosted it, right? But there's several categories. So let me show you what kind of categories Facebook has. Not sure if you all can see this. So when you log into your Facebook ad manager from the personal profile, you have the brand awareness, the reach, traffic to the website, increased engagement, installing. If you have an app that you want people to download, you're going to select this one. If you have a video that you want more viewers to the video, you're going to select this ad. If you're a lead generation business, real estate, or you just want to capture name, phone, email addresses, then you're going to select this one. And of course, this one also going direct to their Facebook Messenger. This is more like for e-commerce catalog sale. So the only one that right now they stopped, it's called the store traffic, because of the crisis, the COVID-19. You know, they don't want you to go to the restaurant. So that's the only option right now is closed. So this is the feature when you log in to the Facebook ad manager and you select create an ad. These are the options that you're going to get. So you have to make a decision what type of ad you're going to run. So that's what I want to ask people, if you are running Facebook ad, which category of the ad that you're running. Okay, so this option, you will see it once you log into the Facebook ad manager. Now, if you're going to log in to the ad manager from your Facebook business page, typically these are the options that you're going to say. Hey Christian, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in, right? So the option is kind of similar, just a little bit different. So from the business page, it will ask you, do you want to get more visitors to your website? Or do you want to boost the post that you have on your business page? You want to boost it. You want to get more views to it, right? Or more engagement, more conversation. If you have an event, do you want to boost this event so you can get more people to sign up or have an awareness, right? If you want to promote, for example, you can use a call to action, learn more, sign up, and so forth. If you want to send conversation to your messages, if you want to promote your get more qualified targeted likes, collect name, phone, email addresses, or promote your local business. So basically, this is like more like a map to show your local business. Okay. Marcel, hello from New Orleans, and I am not crossing the Texas border. Yes, I think I heard that. I don't know if in Dallas, Fort Worth, or somewhere else. I don't know if the National Guard or somebody's still there. Uh, helping folks, with the some of the areas. Um, okay, so any question about the categories, folks? Any question about the categories? Do you understand now? Do you understand from where you can log in? My recommendation is log in from the Facebook Ad Manager from your personal profile, not from the business page. The reason I'm sharing the business page because these are one of the improvement that Facebook did give. And they are recommending that you use the business page, running the ad from the business page, because they are a little bit more simpler than the ad manager. So you can get used to it. If you get used to it, then you can jump into the Facebook ad itself. I personally recommend the Facebook ad manager because you'll have more options in terms of, audience and adjusting and configuration and so forth. Okay. Okay. So any more question there? Any more questions? Any more questions? No questions? All right. So don't forget, you have to decide on which ad objective or marketing objective you are going to select. So these are the main objective, right? So now with the objective, you also have something called subcategory. You have the main categories, all the options that I showed you from the Facebook Ad Manager and the Facebook Business Page Promote. Now you have subcategories. So if you select boost a post, right? That means you have a post. Well, first of all, my suggestion is if you do want to boost a post on your Facebook business page, go back to your Facebook analytics and look at the posts that got the highest engagement and try to boost that one first. Okay. If there are some posts that actually very important and unfortunately it did not get enough conversation, eyeballs, or engagement, you can also try to test and boost that as well. Okay. But initially, I would say boost the one that already is doing very well organically and test with the one that requires an attention. Okay. But even with the boost the post, you have options, right? You have an option where if you want to get more people within your page to engage with that particular post within your Facebook business page. Okay. You can add some type of call to action, like a call to action button, like learn more or sign up. So this way, it will encourage people to take action. For example, like what else? Like sending a message, buy now, shop now. So when you log in to the setting, you can see these options, right? If you want to promote your page, that means you want to get more targeted likes. So you want people that are interested in your product and services, you want them to like you. Because what happens if you do things organically, now why Facebook advertising is very important, because if you do things organically on Facebook, it can take too long for you to capture the targeted leads that you want to capture. But if you run Facebook advertising, you can get them in a short period of time, in several months. But the beautiful thing about it, you are targeting the audience that are your audience. You're not just targeting to somebody that are not interested in what you have to offer. Does that make sense? So that is an option that you can promote your page by getting those targeted likes, right? When we talked about how to promote your business locally, what it does, it basically takes the visitor to your business location, like the map. And if you do want to sell something or capture the name and email addresses from your website, then you do have to select, website visitors, right? There's another option that they recently added. It's called automated ads. So if you don't want to specific, if you don't want to pick any specific category, or if you're not sure which category you're going to go with, which is going to be weird. I mean, you're a business owner, you should know which category you want to pick. Just let's assume you're not sure, right? If that's the case, there's an option called automated ad. So what it does, Facebook will ask you certain questions, and you're going to answer that question like a step-by-step process. Then Facebook automatically will create the ad and give you a recommendation, and you're going to run it. So that, for people like completely don't know what they're doing. Okay. All right. So we did talk about where to access from. I talked about the difference between the ad manager and the Facebook business page promote ad. And I also talked about the categories from within the Facebook ad manager, the personal profile, and also some of the categories from the Facebook business page. And right now, let's talk about the ad placement. Christian, how can you promote your business by boosting the Facebook business page? Well, the question is, Christian, first of all, you have to select the category that fits you. Like, what do you want to do? Like, for example, the business. Give me an example what kind of business you're in. Let's say I'm a yoga instructor or a yoga teacher or a yoga guru, whatever. If that is my business and I have a gym, the way for me to make money is for people to sign up for my classes, right? So if I'm going to run the Facebook advertising with these categories, I'm going to select one category for them to come to my website and sign up for the session. Let's say I have a 30-minute free session, for this week only. So I can run an ad for that. And when people click the ad and sign me up, and it will take them to a landing page that is specifically talk about that ad, and it specifically tells them where they can enter the information to get the 30 session free class, for example. So that is one kind of category of the ad that I can run. Secondly, if I want to build an awareness, if I want to increase my Facebook like followers, I don't want just any followers, because people that like or follow has to be targeted, not just any number. It has to be qualified number, qualified lead, correct? So I can also promote my page, so I can get people that are interested in yoga come to my page, like the page, and look at all the awesome tips and informations and videos to build that credibility and expertise in providing value. That's the second option. So do you understand what I'm saying? So does that make sense? So when you say how can you promote your business by boosting, boosting is just one option, right? If you have a post that talks about, hey, 50% off today, I don't know, pad thai, if you buy one, get one free. That's the regular post, organic post, you posted it. You're not getting enough eyeballs, so you can run the boost to target. Let's say I'm in San Antonio, I'm going to target this zip code. I'm going to target specific audience that I already research, right? Because you can do the research of your audience and create several audiences on the back end of the Facebook ad manager within the personal profile option, right? So that's how you do it. So you're running the ad and you're targeting the audience for them to see the ad on the newsfeed. Make sense? Okay. Let me know if I was able to answer your question. Excuse me. So when you run the ad, you have to know what you're running it for. I had one of the students that came to the live session a couple of days ago. His startup company that helps with having folks get a job right now around this time, which is a really genius idea. So I did ask him, did you run a Facebook ad? He said he did. We analyzed it, and unfortunately, it turned out that it was a regular boost ad. So for his type of business, he built an app, right? Like a mobile app for Android and I believe for Apple, iPhone. Okay. So for him, we have to go to the category and pick the app install type of ad. Makes sense? So people can download the app. That is his objective. Do you see what I'm saying? All right. So when you talk about the ad placement, so when you go on the back end of the Facebook ad manager, there's so many areas that you can select on where do you want the ad to be placed. So typically you have the ad show up on the mobile device, on the news feed on the desktop or laptop, or on the sidebar of the laptop, right? So this is what you call ad placement, or on Instagram. So whether you run an ad, you select Instagram and Facebook, it's going to be the same price. Okay, you're not paying it differently. You can also select manually. If you only want to run an ad on Instagram, then you can just select Instagram only, and it's going to run for Instagram only. Okay, so there's something called Facebook News Feed on the mobile, right? Then you have Facebook News Feed on the desktop or laptop. Then you have Facebook from the right hand side on the desktop or laptop, okay, and also the Instagram. So these are where the ads are placed. Also, right now Instagram stories as well. Does that make sense? You can also have the ad be placed on the Facebook ad, Facebook Messenger. Which is pretty cool. So now you can have messages going to the Messenger tab from your pages. That's another option. Okay, so it's very, very important that when you select the category, you have to know exactly what kind of categories you're selecting and why you're selecting it for. Like, what do you want to achieve from it? It's very, very important. So before even getting into the Facebook advertising, figure out, what do you want to do? Do you want to sell the product? Do you want your target audience download the app? Do you want them to like the page so you can build the credibility by putting the content and having a brand awareness, right? It's very, very important. That's why when you go to your Facebook business page and click boost a post, that's very simple. That's one of the, like I said, it's very popular, but it's like I don't want to say the weakest, but it doesn't give you enough options. I mean, it does give you like the prices, the age, but it doesn't give you the option to go back on the Facebook ad manager, for example, and do that market research, right? The audience insight. So before you even run the ad and select the category, the first step that you have to do, in my opinion, and this is what we do with our customers, is that you have to do the research part, right? So go to the Facebook audience insight, select the city, put the interest, put the behavior, and find out your audience's age and gender and demographic and behavior. Because when you collect all this information and you go back to set up the ad, then you know exactly what kind of audience you want to target the ad for. Make sense? Okay. All right. So we talked about the placement. Let's talk about what else I have here. The format. So here's the thing. When we talk about the format, we're talking about, images, videos, slideshows, and carousel, right? So when it comes to the Facebook ad format, there are like 4. The single image, videos, carousel, that means that the images you can click that moves, and a slideshow. But a slideshow, basically, if you add a bunch of images, it looks like a video because the image changes, right? So what I want you to see, that when you select these formats, you can see where are the you can see the difference in the one second. So for example, you can see here the type of objective, right? So if you do a post, so you have a Facebook business page, you have a post, you boosted it, you can use a single image format. You can have a video boosted. You can have a carousel, where people can click next and the image moves, and a slideshow. If you want to promote your business page to get more likes, you can only have single page, a video, and a slideshow. You cannot have a carousel. Okay. If you want to capture name, phone, and email addresses, you can have a single image, you can have a video, you can have a slideshow. If you want to get more visitor to the website, single image, videos, and a slideshow. No carousel, right? If you want to promote your business locally, like the map where the customer can go to your location, and that's only single image. If you want to promote with a call to action, like, buy now, shop now, learn more, there's several call to action button you can select from. You can only use single image, video, and slideshow. To get more traffic to the e-commerce website, you can use all, what do you call it, 4 options. If you want to download the app, single image, video, carousel, and slideshow. Okay. Any question there? Any question about that? Any questions? No questions? Okay. So we talked about how to access. We talked about the categories. You have to look at the categories. We talked about the ad placement. And now we talked about the format, right? Z format. Because typically when you run the ad, there are 3 areas. You have the text, you have the image or the video, and you have the call to action. So that basically that's how it's set up, right? When it comes to budgeting, how much money you spend, Facebook will tell you. I mean, you can spend any money you want. You can put $5 a day, at $50 a day, $100 is up to you. But whatever money you put, it will tell you how many people going to see the ad. So the more money, that means the more visibility. Make sense? But when it comes back to the elements, the text, the image, and the call to actions, it's very, very important that all these 3 has to be consistent, right? Has to be consistent, has to be simple. And there are certain rules you also have to follow, though. There are certain rules you have to follow in terms of the Facebook ad policy. So let me show you a couple of links right here that I want you to all, when it comes to the ad format. 1 second. Okay. So what are the rules? So this is facebook.com/policies/. All right, so make sure you go to this page and read all their policies, because typically what happens, it takes 24 hours for somebody from Facebook to manually approve your ad. Okay, it's not something that automatic. So go to their facebook.com/policies/ads if you want to read more about some of the guidelines and rules and whatnot. For example, they won't allow you to use before and after images in the health industry. The CBD oil stuff is not allowed. It goes against the policy. Vulgar, shocking images, indecent pictures, nudity, all the stuff is not allowed. So you have to look at all these rules. Okay? You have to look at all these rules to see which type of ad you're allowed. You see? Weapons, adult products, adult content, third-party infringements, sensational content, personal attributes, misinformation. See that? So it's a long page. I mean, there's so multi-level marketing. Wow, look at that. Misleading claims, low quality, disruptive content, spyware, malware, automatic animation, unacceptable business practices. Look, there's so many. Restricted content, alcohol, dating, gambling, lotteries, online pharmacies, insurance, brand content. There's so many rules that you have to read. See that? Restricted content, drug and alcohol, video ads. So spend some time, okay, to go through all these to understand what each one mean, because you have to make sure that if your business are part of these policies, is it included? If it is, what are the rules? Okay. So make sure you go to this facebook.com/policies/ads. Okay. The other thing I want to share with you, typically, if you are going to create an image, there is a rule, and that is your image cannot have more than 20% text. Now, back in the day, they used to automatically disapprove your ad. Now, in some cases they do, and in some cases they don't. If they don't disapprove your ad with a bunch of text on it, what's going to happen? You're not going to get enough reach for your audience. So it's best to make sure that when you create an image using Canva or a third-party services like a Mobile Studio, I'm going to share this with you in a few minutes, you got to make sure that the text on the image itself, it's less than 20%. So Facebook has this tool. It's called the facebook.com/ads/tools/text_overlay. So you can upload your image right here, and Facebook will basically tell you whether this is going to be approved or not. Okay. All right. Here's another link. It's called Format Images. Here you can see the rules that they're actually telling you how to format the images and the text, right? So first is the text, is the image, is the text on the image. So this is acceptable. This is on the desktop. This is on Instagram. If you scroll down, single image ad, carousel, and video ads have some rules right here. An example of a text in ads. So here's the text, image and text only. See, that's an image with the logo and the text, right? This one has a text, image, and there's a text in the image. So they're telling you this is this is okay, but this is not okay. Low basically means you're not gonna get enough reach, and this is actually bad, and this is real bad. Okay, so that's what it means. So common exception, like if you are promoting your book, that's fine because it's just a book, something like this. Even though this one looks like a bunch of text, but it's actually like a flyer within, so that's kind of allowed. So they're showing some examples of what is allowed and what is not. Event poster, that's exceptional. Okay, so check out this page within the Facebook for Business called Format Images. Okay, Format Images. Let me go ahead and close that. I showed you the policies. We talked about that, the tools, and what happens if your ad gets disapproved, then you still follow the rules, and for some reason you're still getting disapproved, then you have to submit a request to Facebook asking them to double check because nothing is wrong with your ad. Okay. Okay. So now when you look for your target audience, after you do the audience inside market research to identify your audiences, you got to look at their interests, demographic, where they're located, because if you're targeting a specific location, what is their behavior, how do they purchase? Make sense? So you have to look at all those what you call it, stuff. Okay, it's very, very important that if you don't target the right audience, then you're gonna probably lose money because the ad that you're running, it is not meant for them, and they're seeing it, and you're still paying for them because they're watching it. The ad is being shown to them, so you're gonna end up still paying for it. So you don't want to do that. It's very, very important to make sure that you pick the right audience before you run the ad, and in order to do that, run that audience inside research. Okay. Now let me show you what else I want to talk about. So we talked about that. The element. Oh yeah, the mobile, the text. So you can use Canva, or you can use this one tool right here. Let's see, what is this page? What is this page? Facebook.com/business/m/mobile_dash studio. So this is another tool from, it's a free tool. And by the way, you can also, if you don't want to upload your own images for the ad, guess what? Facebook offers royalty-free, high-quality images from the ad manager itself. So you can pick any images that is relevant to your ad in your niche. So let's say if I'm a sushi restaurant store, I can either have the picture of my own sushi or another high stock photo sushi. Okay, that is similar to what I provide, and it's similar to or close to the ad itself. Okay, so this tool right here can help you to create those images. This is something that's recommended by Facebook. It's called right here, facebook.com/businesses/m/mobile-studio. So they will walk you through all the options, how to enhance your photos. Okay, a lot of cool stuff that they're gonna, if you want to add animation to your text and whatnot. So this is pretty awesome free service here. Okay, so check it out. Oh, they also recommend to use Canva, Color Story, different other apps. Read to create your own great mobile ad. Mojo over Story Boost. Look at all these recommendations for videos and for Loop. So you can make amazing images and slideshows and videos, because one of the things that attracts the ad, it's the visuals, right? So if the visual is capturing and the text is enticing and is doing exactly what you're trying to offer, then that's going to be a good option for you to go with. Okay, so check out this page, super helpful. So when you click on this option, it basically tells you here, see, how to crop, how to use it, how to review it. So that's an awesome free tool that you can check it out. Best practices, content planning, and creative apps. Okay. Any questions so far, everybody? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so now let's show you some example of when it comes to ads, what kind of stuff you need to look for. Okay. So this is a typical ad right here. This is how it shows up on the mobile news feed, different options. But look at some of the points. Social information, that means your Facebook page right here, right? And the name of the business. Then the text. Grab interest with more info about what you're advertising. See that? And here's an image. Okay, it can be a video, it can be an image. And here, call to action, which is learn more, buy, shop now. So this is the typical format: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is the ad placement we talked about, how the ad shows up on the news feed, the sidebar on the mobile device. On the mobile device, your video can be full screen, like the video form, the mobile app format, or it can be regular TV screen, right? So this is an example for Wistia. So the headline, the main title of your Facebook ad that grabs people's attention, your headline can be a maximum of 250 character right here. This is the headline. Okay. The text, I'm sorry, the headline is right here. This is the headline. Number 2, text. This is the text right here. A short description about the product or site you are promoting. And of course, number 3, here below this headline, a longer text available in the news feed describing more about your product, maximum of 250 characters right here. Number 4, let's see, number 4, the URL of your domain, which is right here. Number 5, the call to action, a button showing people where they should click. And number 6, the enticing picture related to your product. So you can actually do all these on the back end of your Facebook ad manager. So the headline has to be interesting, not something too generic. The text has to be straight to the point. Description, if you want to add more information, the URL, the call to action also matters. So let's say if I'm going to sell the shoe, my call to action is not going to be learn more, it's going to be shop now, right? The other day I saw an ad for this big company talking about auditing a website. And it says, free audit, sign up now. I clicked on it. It took me to a landing page. And that landing page is giving me more information about something else. So that's completely disconnect. I don't know how they get approved, right? It's supposed to take me exactly what I need to enter my information to get the audit. Okay? So call to action and the messages, they do matter. And also the image has to be relevant. Okay? Okay. Any questions? So basically, when you type your text, if you talk, you or your, your offer, your, would you like to, that's how you're addressing in the text or the description. You can use the word free sometime. You can use the word now or today or this week or new product. So these are some of the text copy that you, when you add on the ad itself, can actually create some interest for people to take some action. Okay. So for example, General Assembly get get out of your news feed and into our free Learn to Code program. Okay. See, they use the word free, they use the word your and you, and Learn to Code for free. Make sense? So these are some of the good practices on how to make the ad work very well for you. Make sense? So you have an image that shows ladies are kind of on the computer, like possibly learning to code. Makes sense, right? And of course, the headline, the description, the text, the social proof, the page. Make sense? So that's one example. Okay. Contact us can be called to action. Buy tickets, subscribe. Okay, we're all used less than 100 times each. Donate, must read, get a quote. So these are the call to action that depends on how you want to run the ad. Okay. So any question there? Any more questions? Any more questions about Facebook ad? It is 4:50 p.m. Central Time. Tomorrow I'll talk about the basic of Google advertising. What the heck? Somebody is pissed off. Why are you pissed off? Calm down. Okay. Now let me show you this one resource in case your ad don't get approved. This is the page that you need to go to, facebook.com/help. If your ad doesn't get approved, then you have to submit a request for them to basically double check and make sure that why you are disapproving my ad. I followed all the rules. I double checked your policies and you're still disapproving it. So this is the page. Okay. Okay, so this is all I wanted to share today when it comes to Facebook ads advertising. Now I want to recommend for you guys a couple of other resources. So if you want to learn more, let me share with you this awesome website right here. John Loomer. Let me close this, close this, close that, and close this. Okay, so 1 second. So the first one I recommend, Mr. John Loomer. So you can go to his blog, his website. His has tons of tutorials, free webinars. He specializes in Facebook ad. He get tons of advice, tons of strategies. So he's a USIFIed approved. I recommend him highly. In fact, my team took his course. His training is very good. So learn more from him. Okay, John Loomer. Okay. My second recommendation, this company who specializes only on Facebook advertising. Most of his clients are like, Fortune 500. What I want you to do is to get a copy of this awesome PDF file. Download our free Facebook guide with over 850 ad targeting options. So instead of you figuring out by logging to the backend and figuring out the target audience by researching, you can at least look at all the data that Facebook Ad Manager provide in this sheet. So make sure you go to advertisement, mint like, mint, right? Advertisement/blog, and look up for this option here and subscribe and get yourself a copy so you can just look at it, quickly before you do the research, or if you want to do the research, you want to kind of do a comparison before you run the ad, you can look at these options. Okay. Last but not least, of course, facebook.com/business. If you want to learn more about Facebook ad, just click learn, go to online learning and select ad objective lessons. They have tons of videos. They're very short, like 2 to 3 minutes, with the images and samples and suggestions and ideas and strategies, and it's super free. if you do want to get certified there's a 2 certification on Facebook Ad Manager. I think they cost like 150 each. So if you're a freelancer or an agency or digital marketer, you want to earn more and get more skills, you want to add more certification in your skills, that's something good to have. So get the certification. Like I said, I believe it's 150 each. There's 2 certifications. You have to pick hopefully when everything is back to normal, you have to pick what do you call it, a location to take the exam. Okay, so check out this, more stuff you can learn from here. Okay, so that's it, folks. Any more question about Facebook advertising? If you run an ad, you have an issue, you're not succeeding in what you're trying to do, let me know. I can have myself or my team can run an analysis, give you some feedback. Okay, or if you're stuck with something, let us know, because Facebook ad is really beneficial, and if it used correctly, it can really bring you good results. Okay, especially nowadays. Now everyone's sitting at home, might as well utilize the ad to target this audience and show them exactly what they need to see. Okay, Melissa, thank you so much. Anybody else has any question about Facebook Ads 101? If you want me to log into the Ad Manager, if you want me to show you something on the back end, I can do that as well. Or I can do another session on Facebook Advertising 102 or 202. Whatever you want to learn within the ad itself. Okay? If you have an ad that you want me to look at it, give you feedback, we will do that too. Okay? It is 4:56 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to invite, tag, and share. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, please share this. If you're on Periscope, share this as well. Let me know if y'all have any more questions. I'm going to wait for like a few more minutes to see if anybody has a question about how to run Facebook ads. So once you get hang of it, it's really not that hard. You just have to keep testing it, and focus on the conversion, focus on all the stuff. Okay, the ad report are awesome. Absolutely, Melissa, indeed. Michelle, but you're most welcome, Michelle. If you have any question, let me know, because I know one of the new things that Facebook Ad Manager added is the special category. So there's a 3 new category, and one of them is for real estate, because they have their own rules for that. One of them was a real estate. What's the other one? Let me see, because I know there's 2 more new features that was added. I know there's one for real estate. Let me see. There was one for real estate. Let us see. Just give me a few minutes here. Let me check, because I did see it. Special category. Yeah, special category. Let's see. What is the special? Oh, yeah. Special ad category. Housing, employment, and credit. Okay, so that's really cool. Where was advertisement and download? It's a blog. When you go to the advertisement.com, go to the blog. Once you hit the blog, it's on the sidebar. There is a big sidebar that says get the copy of the download. Okay. So right now, the special ad category that Facebook added, choosing a special ad category. Let's see, what is it? Housing opportunity or related services. Ads that promote or directly links to a housing opportunity or related services, including but not limited to listing for the sale or rental of a home or apartment, homeowners insurance, mortgage loans, housing repairs, and home equity or appraisal services. This does not include ads designed to educate consumers or housing providers about their rights and responsibility under fair housing laws. You can include the equal blah, 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 blah. Okay. So basically, they're adding in the special category, they have the housing, ads for real estate listing, homeowners insurance, mortgages, loans, or other opportunities. Employment. So there's an ad for employment, ads for job offers, internship, professional certification program, and other related opportunities. Credit, ads for credit card offers, auto loans, long-term financing, or other related job opportunities. So these are the new thing that they added it on the ad. You can see this under the let me show you. This is under the Facebook ad Manager. That's why I prefer the Facebook Ad Manager, because it has more option for you to organize. So there you go. You see that? Housing, employment, and credit. So these are the special categories that they added before you select the other categories. So you can just select these, pick it up, and then after that you have to follow the audience, placement, who's your target audience, where you want to place it, what's the budget, and the format, video, images, carousel, and after that submit. Okay, so that's pretty cool, folks in the real estate business or mortgages and whatnot. So that's an opportunity. So that's why it's very important to select the proper category, right? The targeted audience, very, very important. The targeted audience, the proper formats. Then you have to test. So with the images, I believe you can have up to like 3 or 6 images ad. So if you're running an ad with the video, run an ad separately with video, another ad with images, and test them for several weeks. Don't test it for 1 week. I mean, when people say that I've tested an ad for 3 days, that's not enough, right? It also depends on how much money you're putting in. Sometimes the more money you add, that means the more visibility, which means the more data that you're going to collect. We basically recommend $1,000 a month minimum on any ads, whether Facebook or link or any social media ads or the search ads. Especially the first month, we can use all those data to understand the behavior of the audience and make the tweak and make the adjustment. Then look at the conversions, right? This is how we do things for our clients. But if you're on a tight budget, let's say you want to have $500, fine, just use it for like at least a month. You can set up the budget where you want to pay like not more than $5 a day or 10. You can set it up like that, or you can have a total budget. Make sense? So you have the full control, but the most important thing is the target audience, the proper category or the objective category that you know what you want to do. And the format has to be very well written and images well put in the videos, right? And the proper budget, and you run it, okay? Sometimes one of the mistakes that people do, somebody put like $300 to run an ad, but the audience reach is like 1 million. That's not going to work. Because 1 million, for $300, the million not going to see it. So you have to reduce the audience reach to that $300, right? When you run the Facebook Ad Manager or the ad itself, there is something called the audience, what do you call it? Shoot, what it is. There's like some sort of rating bar, right? It says too broad or too specific. So what happens when you run the ad, you have to be in the middle. Not too specific and not too broad. Make sense? So that should be something from the back end of before you submit the ad. It will tell you whatever the interest you pick. If it's a yoga pants, yoga mats, and it shows the barometer is like on the middle, and it shows me maybe 10,000 people gonna see the ad, and I'm putting, let's say for a $500, Facebook gonna show the ad to like 5,000 people. Great, then I can put like. Then I can make sure that the audience reach is around 10,000 or less, but not 20, 50,000, because all that money is going to be used up. And for people to take any action, they have to see the ad several times for them to take action, not just once. You know what I mean? All right, folks, any more question about Facebook ads? Anybody has any question about it? Anybody wants to run it? Anybody has an issue or a problem or challenges? Please let me know. Ask me. It is 5:03 p.m. Central Time right now. Let me wait for 1 more minute. Because nowadays you cannot go outside to network, right? I mean, you can do live streaming, which is smart, right? You can do things on a virtual meeting. People still buy homes, believe it or not. Some people have cash, they have money. So why not utilize the ad to show the information, show your offer to your target audience, the audience that are interested in your product and services. Okay. All right. It is 5:04 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with me here this kind of evening. And tomorrow I'll talk about Google Ads. So thank you so much. Don't forget to tap replay if you're watching this as a replay. And if you still have any more question, Send those questions to me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye for now.